On today's podcast, we'll be talking about changes that you need to pay attention to, so stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. You can find the show notes to each episode, links to information mentioned on the podcast, the social media platforms we're on, and anything else related to the podcast at warehousesafetytips.com. Now, if you're a seasoned podcast listener, this podcast is going to be different from most you listen to. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money and each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all of that out of the way, let's get to the podcast. How many times have you or someone around you taken off head, lungs, eyes, hands, back, and/or hearing protection because it's uncomfortable or inconvenient, or even ignored wearing it at all? The same question could possibly be posed for paying attention to safety tape, signs, and markings. Sometimes it's done because of forgetting to do so. Other times it's because sweat or heat is fogging up your vision to the point that safety equipment has to be removed temporarily to wipe it clean, or maybe you're unable to access something because of it. Case in point, trying to look at something, but your hard hat or your glasses are in the way or falling off due to the angle of your head, or maybe you can't turn or pick up something due to wearing gloves. But many times it's because people think that they know better. Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and/or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. Now back to the podcast. Before our commercial break, we spoke about how some people rebel against safety equipment, tape, signs, and markings. As with previous podcasts, we're still in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, and I've been apologizing for breaking the podcasting and blogging rule of keeping information evergreen where there's no time, day, or date associated with the info that you're talking about, so that it's always relevant no matter when it's being listened to and or read. But something occurred to me while preparing that info for today, and it's that safety is always changing. Sure, the coronavirus is going to bring about lots of social distancing and enhanced observation of hygiene procedures, but more changes unrelated to the pandemic are going to come as well. The changes may be from someone getting injured, or worse yet, killed, or doing something that there previously wasn't a safety procedure for, or maybe there's a stronger virus or something that's related to technology that we don't even know about yet. The point is, things are always changing, and we need to know, respect, and adhere to the safety equipment, tape, signs, markings, and guidelines in our facilities. You or one of your fellow staff might think you know better, but all of the rules are in place for one reason, and that's to keep you safe. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips, and have a safe day.